Hello, nerds. Welcome to GeekBeast, part of the Geekish Network. This is your daily rundown of geek news from geeks like you. I am your host, Summer Punch, and with me, we've got Chuck.
What's up, everyone?
And Sintel.
Oh, Thursday, baby! One more day!
Thursday.
You're almost there! You're almost there!
We're almost fucking there.
Almost there.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
So
God
close,
damn,
yet so far away.
I know, man. How's your guys' week's been? My week's been a little rough, but that's okay. Tell me about yourself. How about
The
you?
only easy day was yesterday.
Okay, that's something.
The only
That's
easy day
something.
yesterday.
Sintel, you seem fine.
Yo, all this amazing content dropping. Look, I know sports isn't necessarily the geekish way, but the tournament's been on
Oh,
point.
tournament's off the chain
Yo.
right now.
Yo, like Ava DuVernay's DMZ dropped. Jujutsu Kaisen dropped this past weekend, and it was Jujutsu Kaisen Zero dropped this weekend. It was absolutely incredible. Halo, ladies and gentlemen, did not disappoint. Halo was dope.
I told you.
Friday comes out, not Friday, but Atlanta comes out tonight.
Tonight.
Ooh, right. I got
New
that.
episodes of Abbott Kinney just dropped.
Yeah.
Yo, I mean, it's just bangers
Hold on.
on top of bangers on top of bangers this week. It's been fantastic.
Oh, man.
Okay.
We'll talk about the Halo. I saw, I had to check it out for binge worthy.
Halo did not disappoint.
It
was good. Yeah.
It's the most murderous Spielberg film I've ever seen.
Killing kids. Yo, they bodying children. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Yeah. Halo
All
came
right,
with it.
I'm impatient now, and I don't know what you're talking about. What the Halo to me is the video games. Let's just get into that. What you lead because I don't know what's going on.
Okay, I got it. So Halo, in back in 2013, they made an announcement. Hey, we're going to come out the Halo TV show. Microsoft made this announcement, and we're working with Steven Spielberg to make it. Kind of disappeared. It hopped from studio to studio. It hopped around from like Amazon. Now it's at Paramount. It's at Paramount now. Okay. And they decided to drop the first episode. So the creator said he came.
Wait, where was it? Where was it for everybody?
Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus. So Paramount Plus has it. And so it came out. And the creator said a tweet right before it launched. I don't watch Halo. I don't play Halo. I didn't read any Halo comic books. I don't care. I just took the story and I did what I wanted to do with it. And so Sintel went crazy and was like, nope, I'm ashamed. I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to hate watch it.
Not a good look. Yeah.
And then I turned it on and I was like, oh my God, they brought a Halo multiplayer level in the very beginning. And then they dropped in the Covenant.
Yeah.
And when the Covenant showed up, all hell broke loose. It was just pillaging left and right. It was some medieval murder and stuff.
I love that.
When the first teenager got shot, she went over the ledge, was like, hey, and she's like, run. And he saw the girl's body blow up in half. Like, what?
Anybody can get it in the Halo universe. Anybody can get it.
And they got into the village and they hid all the kids in this one little space. And they were like, hide the kids. And one of the Covenant found the kids, opened up the door. He did an Anakin Skywalker, pulled out and just shot up all the kids.
The younglings. No, it's not a major spoiler alert.
It's not a major spoiler.
It happens in the first, this is the opening sequence.
That's like the first 15 seconds.
This is the opening sequence. Yeah. So,
it's not a major spoiler. But it gets wild. It gets wilder after that. But it's the Halo TV show. And
it's the pilot too.
It's Emblem. It's gonna be PG-13. It's gonna be like Ready Player One. It's gonna be whack. Nope. They're like,
but listen, it is
Halo. We're giving
it is a pilot, and pilots are typically always, they have to sell it. So that doesn't mean that's how it's going to be for the rest of the season.
That sounds like you guys are sold, though.
It was a hell of a pilot. It was a good pilot. Now the rest of the season, we'll see.
Yeah.
Pilot was good.
Yeah. When the Spartans show up, you're like, oh. Yeah,
Master Chief. All the things that make. Listen, no, I'm not gonna say anything that's gonna spoil. But the things that you love about Master Chief, they do a very good job of making sure you're recognized. It's a lot of fan service, especially like in the sound design. the creature design, gun, armor, the vehicles,
everything. It's like, this is the game.
They did a really good job. Yeah.
I think the creator was just trolling. Like, I didn't watch none of this stuff.
I'm starting to think that too, maybe, because I think he really did.
You saw
some, yeah.
He really did love it. He really did love it. And I'm like, oh my God, Atlanta's coming out tomorrow. And tonight.
Atlanta's out tonight.
When I watched Halo last night, I was like, it's coming out tomorrow. So it's coming out tonight. And I'm really excited about it. Yeah.
HBO. Well, I feel like I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. And that's like
I know. We're all like little kids. We're kids doped up on sugar. We're all like the nerds.
Yeah, I mean, usually I can keep up on the story. Yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm not going to watch it.
You're the big winner.
It's like Oprah giving away cards. It was great. It's been great.
Okay.
But
All right. Okay, well, there's some good energy to start off the show. Let's get into some news now.
Okay.
So first headline up, U.S. has lifted Chinese import tariffs hitting on GPUs. So the Office of the United States Trade Representatives have reinstated 352 products into the exclusion list, which governs the Chinese imports subjects to increase punitive tariffs as part of the U.S. trade war. Okay, if that's gibberish, let me explain. The revised listing now once again excludes printed circuit boards. So PC fucking, this shit's so hard right now. Oh my God, from the added duties. PCBs are used to manufacture motherboards, GPUs, and a range of other electronic components. And the development means that PCBs coming from China are now free from these 7.5 to 25% additional import duties levied on them, which went into effect on January 2021, so last year, and when the provisions excluding these products expired. So this could, in theory, translate into lower prices for some of the best motherboards and graphics cards on the market. So I know, and I think everybody who's just been alive for the last couple years has known that this shit is hard to get. It's really expensive.
Yes.
We've covered stories where there have literally been like GPU heists. You know, like, remember that boat story where they it was like some fucking GTA, like Vice City shit where they got on, they literally stole some GPUs from like Best Buy or some shit like that. Yeah. I don't even know. And then they tried to get away in a speedboat.
In a speedboat,
with some Far Cry 6 level stuff. Let's get to Cuba.
Well, I guess they don't have to do it anymore because now the tariffs are being lifted. So I guess the prices will drop. The black market is soon to be disintegrated. I don't know. Some shady shit went on with some GPUs. So Chuck, I know you got opinions. What do you think?
I'm letting you know, this is the Oprah moment for all of us that don't have new GPUs. And the 4090s are around the corner.
They're around the corner.
3 months away. And I'm like, yes. I'm about to get 2 of them, get a Threadripper. I don't even need a PC that powerful, but I'm going to make it anyway.
I'm telling everybody, be hopeful, but also be realistic, because even though the tariffs might be going down, the shipping lanes are still clogged. There's still shortages of materials in general. So the percentage of the price that you may pay for may go down a little bit, but please don't think that all of a sudden it's just going to be like this overflow of just material coming in. Everybody's still struggling. Even when Apple released their latest studio version of whatever it is, it's coming out, like it's backlogged like 4 months. Like it's just bad everywhere. It's not just GPUs. So the price may be coming down, but the scarcity is probably still going to remain.
You know what we need to figure out how to do? Recycle microchips and lithium batteries, and whoever figures that method out is the billionaire winner. They're going to win it all. Like Rodney just said, Foxconn is closed right now because of COVID.
Yeah.
And I think isn't Apple breaking their deal with Foxconn or something?
That was the report a couple months ago. I remember we was having an article about that.
That's crazy too.
So we'll see. Yeah.
There's just a lot of news in general about just chips of all kinds. It's like a national security issue now.
Yeah, it is.
Like the US is investing a lot of money. There's a lot of lobbying going on around just like chip manufacturing in the United States. Because everything is coming from China. We're not exactly friendly with China. and they hold the fucking world supply. It makes sense why they would be lifting these tariffs to reduce the prices and ease the flow of just general technology here in the US. Like, we're going to be left in the fucking dust. They're about to lap us if we don't catch up with some goddamn chip manufacturing. So it's becoming a national security risk, like a high priority, at least in the Biden administration. And I've just been hearing a lot of stories about that too, in addition to the just sky high prices.
Yeah.
But these tariffs.
I was just going to say, maybe the both of you can help me out on this. I've been hearing that like the new gold is that's in Africa is silicone, right? And and China, they've like already set up shop. Like they own all the mountains. They've got like entire communities with infrastructure already established and communities built around, making sure all of this is taken care of. So it's not necessarily, and please correct me if I'm wrong, it's not necessarily that China is that all of this stuff is coming from homeland China. It's just that they've got a lockdown in the African territories and African countries where it's thriving a lot more at. Yeah. So
they've invested in that supply chain. And it's not just that, it's a lot of precious metals that go into chip manufacturing and a lot of just basically all digital products that we are absolutely 1000% hooked on, right? So they've got that supply chain
and that is whole go ahead. Summer.
Oh, and their strategy is so fucking elite right now too, because like they're not only like contracting with those African nations and extracting their resources, but they're not necessarily doing it in the way that has historically been done in Africa. So while I won't say that they're not being exploited and that they're, I'm not going to say that African nations are getting their fair share of the resources that they're allowing to be sold. However, China is actually doing something in return and doing a lot of like, at the very minimum, like some infrastructure building. I won't say nation building, but they are actually laying down infrastructure and paying, I don't want to say paying it forward because it's definitely self-interested, but they're, I don't know, it's just not as fucked up, which is
it depends on how you look at it,
right? Because the community that they're building,
the Chinese was not the people that owned the land. It's not the Africans. It was the Dutch. Dutch is like, y'all can have this silicon.
There's that, and the infrastructure that they're building has been primarily strictly for their own communities.
True.
So there could be like another, a neighboring tribe or another neighboring community or town that's right next to these places that are siphoning all of these resources from, and they look, across the street and they got these beautiful houses, homes, roads, pipes, internet, and all this other stuff, and then you look across the street and nothing has changed. So it sounds good on paper, but the implementation of it isn't necessarily directly helping the people that it's affecting.
I think we can all agree that the exploitation of African resources from their homeland
is not going to slow down.
Is not historically not been a good thing for all Africans.
I mean, it's that continent is a gold mine and will forever be. And so it's just what it is for now.
And they employ the warlords and the military, and they're like, hey, this is who we employ to watch all our stuff. It actually looks like Brazil. Like, you see the favelas and you go right across the street and you're like, wow, this mansion is amazing. This modern style mansion with tinted windows, with infinity pool, and right across the street is the favela.
Right across the street, and
they have guards just walking around the perimeters.
So I mean, it's a hell of a continent. It's a hell of a continent.
And the Dutch were like, we made our money, we're out.
We get we'll see.
The Dutch part. I mean, come on, have some vision. Think long term. Don't give up that. I mean, it's not like that was theirs to give up, but yuck.
But I'll say this though, I mean, everything is contextual too. Because I know when blood diamonds were the thing and they were doing absolutely horrible, despicable things to the people that were involved in it. This isn't at least from what I've read, it doesn't seem like it is as harsh as far as, the murdering people over the resources. It's just not allowing people to have access to the riches. It's still it's still an evil. It's just a lesser of an evil, but
more economic exploitation over barbarism.
I mean, I'm sure they'll take that over, chopping off 12-year-old kids' arms and hands for stealing diamonds. Then you know what I'm saying? So there's
stealing
levels
diamonds,
to it.
Man, that's saying a lot. You mean not pulling enough rubber off a tree?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, all of that.
Yeah.
So it's a
Yeah.
different type of oppression.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Well, hopefully the countries of Africa can gain control of their resources properly.
Mhm.
Sorry for the Chinese companies that came in to exploit and build some infrastructure, do right by the people. But we're talking about a country that doesn't even do right by their own people. You know, there's parts in China have no infrastructure too, because they're not of value to the Chinese government. Yeah. So this is part of course. I mean, China doesn't discriminate on it's heinous acts against people. They do it to their own people. Mao set a precedent, which is unfortunate.
I don't think you're wrong there. All right, so let's on to the next story. So Nova is officially coming to the MCU, and Moon Knight writer is attached. So Richard Rider and Nova is officially on its way to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. According to Deadline, Marvel Studios is working on a project that brings Nova to the MCU. At this time, it's not known whether the project will be a film or a series on Disney Plus. However, Moon Knight writer Sabir Pirzada is attached to write the project. So it's created by Marv Wolfman and John Buscema. Writer first appeared in 1976 in Nova #1 and is generally considered Marvel's take on the Green Lantern. Do you have thoughts?
You want me to go? You go first?
No, you go first.
So apparently, according to the Twitter sphere and just reviews in general, Moon Knight is killing it. People are even considering it arguably Marvel's greatest series so far. Out. Marvel series. Really? That's how much is being lauded. People are even saying it's better than Daredevil, and that is almost sacrilegious. Now, whether the hype is real or not, people are still saying it's just going to be good. Period. So if the writer of Moon Knight is said to be as good as it is, then Nova may be something that you need to be checking for. I'm always, as a comic book fan and superhero fan, I'm always down to hear a brand new story. So I just want quality, and from the sounds of it, this project may have quality.
I'm just going to assume it does because it's the MCU. Like Marvel is so good at taking comic book heroes that weren't even necessarily that big in their heyday and making them fucking legends in the mainstream. So
Iron Man,
Marvel, totally.
Iron Man wasn't a household name.
He was
like almost a B level.
He was a B level character.
He
was a B or C.
Yeah.
And
see what they did.
I'm really excited about Nova. So it's first of all, I got hip to Nova. I got on the Nova train late, and I hopped on Nova when I saw he did a hip hop cover. When I saw Nova's hip hop cover, I was like, who's this Nova character? He had 2 of them, right? And I was like, he had a J. Cole's hip hop cover. Then he had a Chance the Rapper. And I was like, who's this character? And I started reading. I was like, okay, I like this character. It was the hip hop cover of the comic book that got me into Nova. I bought it.
So for those of us that are not in the know, summarize Nova for us.
It's the version of Green Lantern. They had the Nova Corps. And basically, he has just the ability to use energy. So like the Green Lantern.
That makes me want to ask you guys what your superpower is, but we've had that conversation a few times.
Hey, have y'all been hearing like some of the heat that the director of Moon Knight has been taking? He's been like apparently like he's slashing and burning on a lot of different projects. He recently taken shots at Wonder Woman for not depicting people of Egyptian descent correctly. And a few, it's one of those things. But because he's saying it, people are like, oh my gosh, how your project hasn't even come out yet. I mean, he's probably feeling himself because the reviews are doing really well, but he's taking shots. I don't know if anybody else had heard about that or anything.
I haven't heard it, but isn't he Arab too?
Yeah, I believe I thought so. I thought
he's Arab too. He can say that. Like, you're not depicting my people right.
Hey, I'm just the messenger here. I'm just asking if anybody heard about it. But it's always fun to see a little cinematic beef.
I've been in a room in Clubhouse where the African cast were like, "Yo, y'all making Storm American and stupid to us. Storm needs to be an African actress."
Yeah, that is stupid. It is stupid to make her.
Like,
why would you ever?
Y'all made it Halle Berry. They're like, she ain't even full black.
Yo, but also like the director was also taking shots at Black Adam too. You know, for the same reason, because I think something to the effect of there's been like a lot of negative connotation regarding how Egyptian characters are portrayed. Like they're either like villains, they're either over sexualized, showing unnecessary amounts of skin. Of course, I'm paraphrasing.
No, that sounds right. That's how basically every non-white culture, but especially brown cultures, right? They're exoticized, they're fetishized.
Right. So it was just interesting because, you know, Moon Knight hasn't hit the scene yet, and somebody's already, you know, being like, hold on, well, since the light is already shining, let's go ahead and address these issues, and it's making people uncomfortable, which makes me laugh. Which makes me laugh.
Summer, can I bring up an article to just hit the headlines?
Go.
This is gonna make Centel really happy. Jujutsu Kaisen Zero nearly beat the Batman in the box office in America.
Wow.
In America.
Ooh. Really? Batman? Seriously?
Yes.
I heard it fucking annihilated at the box office.
No, it's doing good. Yeah, it's like
really
number
good.
4, right? It's on pace to be like the number 4. No, the number 3 highest grossing
it almost beat
Marvel film.
Ever? Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, just this during in the time of the pandemic.
So early reports suggest it had a sensational opening weekend with the box office estimates around 17.6 million, making it the weekend's second most popular movie, right behind the Batman. This is the mind-blowing achievement, and these box office figures show how anime has gone from a rare curiosity to a mainstream force at American box office.
We have been screaming it from this channel. I mean, since we've started. It's like, listen, if you are not on the anime train, we're trying to tell you now so you can at least have bragging rights to say we jumped on it early. Yeah. It is going to be the next big thing. Jujutsu Kaisen delivered. Zero delivered. It was good. Man. It was good. Yeah, it was fun.
Who you got? Do you have Goro or Batman? Who you going with? Who you rolling with in your entourage?
Oh, come on, man. You know, you already know, man. It's Team Jujutsu all the way, fam.
The whole entire team. It don't even matter who's on the team.
The whole squad. It don't matter. There's no weak links in Jujutsu Kaisen. Everybody got hands and game, and we'll put If you ain't on Jujutsu, catch up.
yeah. You know something? I haven't seen Batman yet. I still haven't seen it.
Have you seen it?
Good. I haven't seen either one. I heard it's really good though, and like got vampires.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
my teenage self makes me like hope it does okay. Oh, Edward Cullen.
Yeah,
it's like that's 3-hour movie. I got to see it before WonderCon, so I got to see it. It's
definitely worth a watch. It's not, but you know what though? It's not one of those films where you absolutely have to have the cinema experience. It's not like The Dark Knight. Like if you didn't see The Dark Knight in the theater, you wasted a really good cinematic experience. Dark Knight was built for the cinema. This isn't really. It's built for IMAX. It's built for that. This isn't that. So if you watch it at home, you're not gonna like really miss the experience like that.
I was thinking about going to see it just because what's face is in it, but also like I had fallen off of the Batman movies for kind of a while. Because fucking Ben Affleck, were any of those even good? Like once Ben Affleck was Batman, I was just like, what?
Yo, he had the most amazing Batman scene ever with Superman. He had the most amazing scene. Martha, really? That's it. So Superman spared Batman's ass because he said his mother's name, and their mothers had the same name apparently. I don't know when that happened.
But Dark Knight came out a long time ago, right? Because I saw that one. It's been a while since
It's probably that. I say the Dark Knight and Endgame are probably the two best cinematic.
Endgame.
Are the two best cinematic superhero movies of all time. Like they're just built for the big screen. I think those are number one and two.
I'm trying to think because Black Panther looks really good cinematic too.
Yeah, it does, but you're not really missing a whole lot if you did miss in the cinema. But if you didn't see Endgame in the cinema,
Endgame was critical in cinema.
Yeah, you like see that.
I mean, Black Panther was magic, but you could get away with seeing it.
I think Endgame is that closing scene. It's literally that last scene.
They all fly in.
That really big scene,
and it's become a meme now. And it's like every single time I see a meme, and fucking somehow Bernie Sanders' face is always on that meme, and like an AOC, and they roll up, and I'm like, I don't know why I'm crying.
On your left.
Yep.
It's so
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
It's such a
Yeah,
fucking
'cause they
good
came
back.
And you know what? And hold on. I got another honorable mention. And I know I'm gonna get stabbed and people will hate on me for saying this.
You're gonna say it. You're gonna say
I'm
I'm gonna
something.
say it. No. Eternals is very
Oh
cinematic.
yeah. Oh yeah. It's
Eternals.
beautiful.
I know a lot of
Agreed.
people didn't like it, but it's
I didn't
built-
like it,
It's built,
but I agree.
It's built for the cinema though. Like it's a totally
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
experience. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
It is
another one.
Marvel's
Let's talk
prettiest
about that for a
film.
second though, because I watched
Yeah.
Eternals recently. I heard it was trash, but it's got Angelina Jolie and fucking love her. I watched it and I was
Trash.
like, I love the MCU. I was like, fucking anything that Marvel does, let's just eat that shit up. And then I watched it and I was like, this is just not good. And so
It's just
So many
mediocre.
fucking-
It's not bad though.
no,
It's
I would
not
go as far
bad.
to no, I think it's bad. I think it's
You think it's
actually
bad?
Love Actually.
Yeah, with the
It's like
fucking
Love
movie
Actually.
and the budget that they had to work with, like there are so many rookie mistakes in that movie. The pacing was all wrong. The storytelling was just so fucking disjointed and fucked up. It didn't make any sense. No investment in the characters. There's pretty much no character. It was a mess.
Yeah.
I was like,
Okay.
there's so many obvious things that are wrong with this, but like Angelina Jolie looked so fucking good when she was fighting everybody. That was cool.
I think all the women look
That was
good in
cool.
that film.
Everybody looks
except
great.
Sprite.
And I love, yeah, Sprite was not nice. I didn't like Sprite. Sprite was a fucking traitor, the little traitor, you know? I love
ass
the
up outta here.
cast too. What is her name? Gemma Chen? Gemma Chen?
Gemma
Uh,
Chen. Gemma Chen.
Gemma Chen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always read her name, but I've never said it out loud. Gemma.
Yeah, I mean,
I love her. She's in, she's one of the leads in what Asia, what the fuck is that movie? Everything is like, I'm just so fucking tired right now. The movie
I
is
mean,
Crazy
Salma
Rich
Hayek
Asians.
was
Crazy
good in
Rich
it, too.
Asians. That's what it
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys see
Um,
Crazy Rich Asians?
Yeah.
I love that movie too.
Yeah.
I should
Rich
be-
Asians.
I should be shamed and beaten with reeds. I have not seen
You haven't seen it?
I know.
It's really-
I know.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I know. I keep hearing.
Watch it with your honey bunny.
keep hearing.
It's cute romantic film. and then she'll look over to you and she'll be like, "Why don't you treat me that way?" This was exactly how it felt.
Like,
It's like it's kind of like a woman fantasy.
Why you treat me that
Hey,
way?
you want to marry
Why
me and
you-
take me to this rich place with all your rich things and your rich friends and give me this world I want? Like it's like definitely a woman fantasy.
My favorite character in Eternals though was Lauren Ridloff, the deaf girl, Makari. I thought
Oh
Makari was
yeah,
hot.
I feel like
was
she
Makari
didn't get
was
enough
hot.
airtime
She
though.
didn't.
It's because
Yeah.
the character is silly. You got all this infinite technology and you can't fix her damn ears. I ain't trying.
Yeah,
to do that.
I did question that, but
I'm
I
like,
don't know.
what?
Maybe they're just
She's
working at a
still
different
deaf.
standard.
You're,
maybe they're just
you're
working at a
damn near
different standard.
demigods, but you can't hear.
Well, it's clearly not an impairment to her. She's doing just fine.
No.
Since,
Yeah,
She's doing just
she
fine.
was chilling on
what
the
the
ship.
fuck can
She
you
was living her
do
best
with your
life on the ship.
voice, with your fucking abilities?
Yeah.
I don't Okay,
That doesn't make any sense. Okay. On to one more story. Nintendo has taken down scans of the 1996 Super Mario 64 strategy guide. So the book was never sold in the West. The ever elusive strategy guide and has not been commercially available for decades. And I guess Nintendo really doesn't want you to have it because they took it the fuck down from all the
Whoa.
places.
I didn't even know about this legendary story, huh? So was something going on in the book that
I mean,
you didn't know about? Or something?
honestly, my first question was like, why does this matter? I don't want to be. I don't.
Yeah.
Why does it matter? Like, what do you need that strategy guide? Maybe it's like a collector's
so-
edition. Maybe
so-
some Poke Bro is gonna buy it for like $1 million or something.
It's a scanlation. It's a digital asset. It is a PDF on the internet.
How do you take that
Translated.
PDF?
Fans translated it. It's not even a real book. So
Mhm.
so a group of Nintendo executives got into a room, paid all of them making about $500,000 a year, if not $1 million a year. And so you know what we need to do is take down Mario 64 strategy guide that was printed in 1996. We need to take that down all over the
I
internet.
never know what Nintendo's doing. Like whatever they're
Nintendo
doing,
be-
it always works for them though. You know, it always works for them. I remember when like the Wii came out and it was like 1080p, and then like all the other things came out and like more than
HD.
1080p. Yeah, and I was just like, but then I think like the fucking Switch is still 1080p or some stupid shit like
Yeah.
that. And then everybody was like, "Why are you doing that? Like you could do more. Like what's simply why? Simply why?"
Because we hate
no.
our fans.
And they're like,
no.
"Don't worry about it. It's gonna work for us." And it did. It always does work. For
Yeah,
us.
they're like,
You know-
don't worry, you're gonna buy it. And I'm
Yeah,
Right.
and then we're like, why don't you make more games that are not just your games? And they're like, I don't know, I just don't feel like it. And we're like,
Yeah.
it's okay, we're gonna buy it anyways.
Yeah, we don't care about. We don't care about
Switch
third party.
flying
You know
off
what it
shelves.
is? We have an abusive relationship with Nintendo. They
We
just
do.
they don't care, and they're
They
like,
don't.
"Shut up!
I'm
You're
not
gonna
mad
come
about it.
back. Get in there and fix my dinner." That's how Nintendo be doing us. We be like,
Okay, just give me
"But,
my.
but Zelda's gonna be good, right? Zelda's gonna be okay." Come on.
It is gonna be good. It's always fucking good. They
Yeah.
deliver, all right? They
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
us.
Yo,
keep
they
us
abuse
fucking
us.
People care to
deliver.
forget. Twitch blew up. Twitch blew up. YouTube blew up, and people were reviewing their games on YouTube and playing them on Twitch. Nintendo's like, we're thinking about not letting people do that.
Yeah.
We're gonna tell
It's
them they
free
can't review our
advertising.
Like,
games,
no,
What are
you
you
can't even-
doing?
nor they can play our games on Twitch without
Like,
paying us.
Literally, what is the strategic purpose of not letting people share user-generated content of your own game? That's free marketing right there. I don't
Spite.
understand.
See, they can do it, but we get all the
They're just
money for it.
spiteful,
But
just
we
a
get the
spiteful
money for
company.
it.
I just like they're just different. You know, they're just different.
just-
The
they just
Japanese
not that
company doing their
line.
Japanese thing, and it always works for them.
It
and we
does
follow
work
them
for
no
them.
matter what. It's just do your thing, Nintendo. Don't be like us. We suck.
We'll be back.
We're trash right now. Do you see? Do you see what's happening over here right now? Like we're a fucking mess.
Yeah,
Don't let us have
Nintendo's like,
anything we
fuck
want,
capitalism.
Okay? Don't let us have anything the fuck we want, and it's okay. We'll still buy your shit.
They're like, oh, you can make more money doing this, Nintendo. We make it sound like we care about money.
They'd be like, we don't care about that.
We're like Joker over here. You know,
Yeah.
only thing
We're
I
just
need
gonna
money for
burn
is
this pile of
bullets.
cash.
Burn this pile of cash.
We got this nice pile of
Oh.
cash right there. What are you gonna do? We're gonna burn it.
We're
Why?
gonna burn it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna do whatever
All we
they want.
need is
Of
bullets.
course.
They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck.
They are Joker.
I hope they don't
Nintendo's
hear me right now and
Joker.
like confiscate my Nintendo experience because it seems like they would. They're like, we don't even want you
Yeah, they'd be
talking
like,
about it on your
oh,
stream.
Yeah. It's that level of petty too. Yeah, they'll sue me for wearing this shirt too. They'd be like, no, you can't
they
rock
will.
the triangles. You can't do that.
Yeah.
See, look,
somehow
look,
you
I'm
still
over
love
here
them.
supporting them indirectly, just like because they got us. I'm not going
do.
nowhere.
No.
Into the
We're in
Love it.
captivity and we don't mind. This is fucking full on Stockholm
I
syndrome.
know
over here.
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like being
The
in a
more they beat
relationship
us,
with
we're like,
somebody
yes,
that gives
keep
you like
beating us.
really good loving. You'd be like, I can't let you go.
Yeah.
like,
Hurt-
yeah, we
hurt us some
we
more.
should together.
Hurt us
Yeah,
some more, Nintendo. We got you.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Kind
Like,
of
oh, we know we have a
feels
Switch.
fucked up and good.
We know you want Netflix on the Switch. We know you want Netflix. We're not going to give you Netflix. We're not even going to launch for YouTube. You're going to play our games. That's all you're going to do.
Exactly.
They're like the dom in this fucking twisted relationship.
are,
They're like,
they
you
are.
want this? You
They
want
are.
this fish? You can
Yeah.
have it. Not until you're a good girl. Okay.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. Like you saw how they did us with the last Metroid game. They finally gave it to us after God knows how long, and then dropped $20 on the kitchen counter and was like, "Thanks for a good time." And we're just sitting there like, "But it's so good."
They didn't do that to you. They didn't do that to you.
And we still keep coming back
It's sad.
It's
It's
because
sad
it is
existence.
good, man. They just
I wouldn't
sad
change a
quality.
thing. I wouldn't
I wouldn't
change a
change it.
goddamn thing.
Mhm.
All right, I got a question for you. Are you interested in having Jamie Lee Curtis officiate your wedding in cosplay? Well, too bad. She fucking can't. She's busy. She's busy officiating her own daughter's wedding in World of Warcraft cosplay. Yes, this is real. And yes, she does what she wants, just like Nintendo. So
That's
last
a
night on
legendary
Jimmy Kimmel
move.
Live, Jamie Lee Curtis announced that not only will she be officiating her youngest daughter's wedding, but she'll be doing that in full on WoW cosplay. So Curtis
Wow.
revealed that she will cosplay as Gianna Proudmoore, one of those powerful sorceresses in the WoW experience. So why is Curtis going into a costume? You may wonder. I certainly do. Her daughter, Ruby Guest, is having a cosplay themed wedding. Makes sense. I mean, not really to have that be your wedding, but I guess her officiating in cosplay,
Yeah.
it's the theme. So that part makes sense. I really like video games. I mean, a lot. You guys know this, but I don't know if I would go that far. But do your thing.
I
your
will
thing,
Jamie
daughter
Lee
Curtis.
Curtis. I love Jamie Lee Curtis. I had the
No,
pleasure
who
of
doesn't?
meeting Jamie Lee Curtis. It was
She's too
her,
nice.
Meg Ryan, and Meryl Streep in a cafe. And she walks through the
Ooh.
door, me and my friend, and she had this glow about her. She got a yoga, and she came in and sashaying.
She looked like a
through,
yogi.
and we were like,
That energy.
that's
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis. She does. She has presence. And she
Yeah.
sat down with the other two, and they were like the next table. We didn't recognize them until she sat down. We were like, oh my God. We're surrounded by dames, the Hollywood dames. I was smitten, and she had a
Dames and
gorgeous
dads.
smile.
Ah,
I mean,
that
how can
woman.
you
Oh
not?
man,
I didn't
How
know
could
she's
you
so much
not
on
respect her? I mean,
Yeah.
she,
I've been in love with Jamie Lee Curtis since True Lies. Let me tell y'all,
shoot,
True
I'll
Lies.
take it even further. I grew up with her when she was Michael Myers' sister, Michael Myers' sister, and she is the reigning scream queen.
Yeah.
And that's how she got her start, right? As the reigning scream queen, legendary scream, legendary get up out of there. Then
She's
she
dope.
redefined herself and then became like a household name in just cinema. Got older, realized that maybe parts maybe a little bit more difficult, just a little more challenging. Not little, it's a lot more challenging for older women to get roles. She was like, you know what? I'll go back to being the scream queen again. And then went back to Halloween. Like, I started it. I'm gonna run with it. So of course she can do whatever she wants.
She started a TV show called Scream Queens.
Yeah.
There's a TV show called Scream Queens on Hulu.
So she started. She literally started.
She's the GOAT. Yeah, she's
Named
the
after
GOAT.
her, yeah.
She's the GOAT.
Scream queen. Yeah. So yeah, does it surprise me? No, because Jamie Lee does whatever the hell Jamie Lee wanted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you touched on something pretty phenomenal there, because you're right. Like it is hard to make it as an older woman actress, right?
Yeah.
But she fucking aged like George Clooney, like Denzel. Like she's just still super fire, right? Like she's so fine. Yeah, we love her. We love her. How did you do it? Tell me your secrets, Jerry.
She's I
Give me
scream
your
every
secrets.
day. I scream every day. Scream
So
every
do I.
day.
It's not
100
working.
screams a
Oh,
day.
big shout out to the voice in the sky, buddy. He just referenced a new project that I'm absolutely excited about that Jamie Lee's in, and she's in the new movie with Michelle Yeoh called Everything Everywhere All at Once. And if you haven't seen the trailer for Everything
weekend, right?
Everywhere All at Once, what are you doing? It looks incredible. Listen to me. Michelle Yeoh and Jamie Lee Curtis. Let me say that again. Michelle Yeoh and Jamie Lee Curtis are in a film together. And it's going to have bullets. It's going to have style and pizzazz. It's going to have kung fu.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Yes.
Please.
And it's in the multiverse.
Yeah. And it's an A24 production, which I think that's Brad Pitt's production house, right?
Is it Brad Pitt's?
Is it? I think. Well, because I know they're doing he's doing Bullet Train too, which is another banger that's coming around the corner. Another
A24 is killing it.
Project. Yeah, A24. Yeah.
Daniel Katz is the founder of A24.
Okay, never mind then. I'm thinking of somebody else.
Daniel Katz.
But anyways,
Daniel Katz, David Finkel, and John Hodges.
So go see Everything Everywhere All at Once. Go check
it. Comes out this weekend.
This weekend.
Comes out today, doesn't it? Today or tonight? At midnight?
Probably midnight tonight. Yeah.
You showing up for the midnight screening?
Yo, old ladies, man. Old ladies kicking ass. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Yes. We should do a screening.
Let's do it, guys. Let's fucking do it. All right, guys. That concludes the news and the whole segment of our show today. Thank you guys for tuning in. And hey, before you go, did you know that we are now on podcast form? You can catch us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I listen, and God, we sound fucking good. We sound, dare I say, I won't say it's better because I do like the live stream format. It's fun to see your beautiful faces. But like, I don't know, I just had to say, you should check it out and subscribe to it. You'll get the daily feed. You'll hear our beautiful voices, our smooth, buttery voices. All right. So tune in. Don't miss that out. And in the meantime, please subscribe to that podcast and our YouTube channel and Facebook and all the things, and follow us on Instagram, and just become obsessed with us. It's cool. We're kind of into that, actually. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. And we will see you guys tomorrow on the Friday show. Bye-bye.